Well, welcome back to Scrap Shack Farms. Give you an update on the 12 by 12 greenhouse, how everything's growing. So our beef steaks are coming up. Just watered it this morning. It's pretty dry in here. Everything's drying up quick. So our onions, spinach, some of the transplants from in the house, and more stuff to be transplanted. Brassicas. That's why you don't leave things under the grow light too long. Get all leggy. So, go out here and see the garden. A lot of people are against no-till. Our soil is nothing but clay, so we have to till it. But we are going with the weed mat this year. I seen on Living Tradition Homestead, and I guess a lot of YouTubers are going with it now. So I've got to till this up and level it out. I'm going to try and get some peas in if it's not too late. Some brassicas. Onions. And this here's our strawberries. We planted right before the last freeze. Or last snow, should I say. Never know what it's going to do in Ohio. But that's our strawberry patch. Then it's our raspberry. Maybe we'll let it have this whole thing to itself. Sorry about the lighting out here. But that's some leftover onions from last year. Luke decided he was going to stick one in the dirt, so I went ahead and moved the other two with it. But that's it. We'll get back with you as soon as this is done. Well, we're almost done here. This section. We got peas in and trellis up. We got a few onions in. Weed mat, I think, is really going to be a plus this year. Of course, that's our bee balm. Here's the other one. Had some issues because our ground is kind of clumpy and lumpy, so we got a few red onions in. I've got to go get a torch lighter, not just a torch, because the torch is kind of making oblong holes because it doesn't want to work right. Got our strawberries uncovered. Supposed to get some rain. Of course, there's Orca. He's a crybaby. Then we found out yesterday that, well, actually this morning, that everything in here seems to be doing great. And this is our plants from in the house. Of course, that's my white pumpkins with the orange veins on them. Our tomatoes, everything in here is doing really good. We got squash and zucchini popping. My beef steaks finally decided to come up. So we'll go look at the other greenhouse. And do an assumption. You're going to have to replant some things. So sit tight. We'll be right back with the other greenhouse. So this is our 10 by 40, and we got pots everywhere and messes everywhere. Nobody has the perfect greenhouse. Well, some people do. So that's my mango. Storm had to trim her back because the top of it died. Not enough sunlight. And we are at, on an overcast day, 82. So yesterday, even with a fan, we seemed to cook quite a few of the peppers and the tomatoes. So think we're probably going to skip the indoor greenhouse when it comes to planting vegetables, and we'll germinate them outside in the greenhouse. So this is our cactus fruit, or yeah, the dragon fruit cactus. Peppers back here. Like I said, we kind of burned them up yesterday. Not enough adequate airflow in here. This is our herb starts. Waiting on those to germinate. Really think they got a better chance if we germinate them in the heat, because that's where they're going to be anyway. But we've got dill, rosemary, true lavender, some sage, rosemary, peppercorn, a cat that I'm going to beat, tarragon, and cilantro. We have let the broccoli that survived, we're letting it go into seed. And then it started off as 2 plants, and I don't know how many's here now. And of course, the cilantro overwintered. But like I said, this is basically our yard. When we leveled this out, this is what we got. And that's clay, like a rock. So we tried to incorporate some compost into this and potting soil, and it's a hit and miss. We had a few things do okay in it last year. It was overwhelmed with volunteer tomatoes. We had a couple pepper plants in here, but it's a work in progress. You can't just have everything perfect all at one time. Gotta work at it. Just keep moving. But this is it. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, share, and see you next time. God bless.